You know you need to talk to somebody. Thank you. I want to see hands from people that have in the past raised their hands to accept the Lord and realize that they just keep accepting the Lord, but they don't accept Him on His terms. And they heard from God tonight, and it's time to allow Him to be Lord. Not just for the next 20 minutes, but for good. Okay? Now be nice, you guys. If there's anyone here who thinks that I accidentally, because it was accidentally, hurt their feelings tonight, and I need to come to them privately and tell them, I'm sorry, show me your hand. That's my favorite answer. If you're here tonight and you have never, ever, ever sampled the amazingness that is Jesus Christ, maybe someone brought you, maybe you brought yourself, maybe you've been hanging out, maybe who knows what your story is, but you have never, ever, ever just said, I don't know if I understand all this, I don't know what this all means, but I know there's something here and I want to embrace that. If you're here tonight and you want to give Jesus a chance, show me your hand. Those are the prettiest hands in history. Anybody else? It's okay, I'm looking. Okay, Steve, I see you. Thank you, guys. Cliff, what does the clock say? I can't see it.
8:55.
Sorry?
8:55.
Yell it at the top of your lungs.
8:55.
Okay. I couldn't make out the middle number. Is that a 55? Okay, thanks. We're just going to get some sleeping bags and stay. Cliff brought some. God, I thank you for these people. I thank you for everything. My gosh, where would I begin? I could just talk till Jesus comes back and never repeat myself of what I have to thank you for tonight. But I think more than anything, I thank you for young people with open hearts. Now I know why people gravitated towards me when I first became a Christian and treated me like I was royalty. I see why. It's too few and far between to see young people who haven't made all of life's mistakes yet, to see them embrace the Lord. I pray for everyone in the room, all of us, every age, all the people down the hall. I pray that every one of us take time tonight before our evening is over to really look at how we live our lives, how we spend our time, what we focus on, what our energies go to, and recognize how much of that is of this world and is negative. But more than that, it's satanic, because it trains us to think we know better than God for ourselves. And it doesn't train us to get on our knees and humble ourselves before the Lord. And I pray for the people that raise their hands saying they wanted to take more responsibility for their walk with the Lord. What a wonderful thing to see. Please, God, make them raise their hands every day in their own private life. Every day get before you and say, today, Lord, what can I learn from you today? And train them to turn to their Bibles. Train them to turn to believers who are trained to turn to their Bibles. Train all of us to find scriptures that speak to our circumstance before we go online and talk to our friends, which I'm totally guilty of. Please, God, the people who raise their hand knowing they needed to talk to someone, some of us need to tell people what we're doing and get the help we need. Some of us need to tell people what we've done and get forgiveness. Other people just need to tell people whatever it is God put on our hearts. That takes a lot of courage. And I pray, God, instead of courage, that your Spirit would just go crazy in our hearts and make it where we just can't help but tell people what you want us to say. That we become blabbermouths for Jesus. And the people who raise their hand tonight saying they've never started their walk with the Lord, I just pray, God, you give them what my first experiences in you were like. Those grounding, exciting moments where I knew you were real and you were everywhere I turned. And I loved reading the Bible. And I loved singing songs. And I loved gathering with your people. And I love sharing my testimony with people. I pray you give that to every one of us. I pray that for the rest of our lives, every single person in this room, everybody down the hall, everybody in this entire building, even in the sanctuary, we all become part of the army of people that are on fire, that we can't get enough of you, we can't talk enough about you, we can't praise you enough, we can't share you enough. Because anyone who lives that way knows I am talking about the greatest physical, mental, spiritual high on the planet. That all the partying, all the drinking, all the drugs, all the sex, all the drama, all the melodrama, all the backbiting, all the gossip, all the stuff we all do that is our sin of choice that makes us feel alive is nothing compared to just being filled with the Holy Spirit and being on fire and enthusiastic and passionate about Jesus Christ. There's no comparison. It may have taken me half of my life to get to the point where I could say that and not secretly think somewhere, well, what if there's more? Please don't waste any more of your precious youth, any more of your precious time, and please don't trash your future on something that not only wants to kill you, but to turn you into a little Satan. Please find a way to tell one another you have amazing value. Please don't waste yourself. Find a way to do it. In fact, I'm going to ask in Jesus' name, now that we're wrapping this up, before I go to the back of the room, I'm going to ask everybody to turn to at least 3 people and tell them that they're valuable and ask them to please not waste themselves. Let's do it. Even back there, if you're going to watch, you got to play. You can tell me. All right, I'll live another day. All right, you guys, thank you all so much. Yeah, okay, give it up for me. I don't know, give it up for yourselves. All right, John, that was only half as much as you gave me, so let's double what you gave me and give it up to the Lord. Mean it 5 minutes from now. Mean it 5 days from now. Mean it 5 years from now. Please make this the night that you choose to allow God to turn your head. I'm going to stay. I'll be in the back. Anyone wants to talk, just be patient. Please understand there's really only one of me, no matter how much it looks like there's more. Thank you, guys.